So you wanna learn about Martin and the Allegory of the Cave? I'm Platos of 2021 and I will tell you. In case you don't know, the Allegory of the Cave was written by me, Plato, a long time ago. It's a conversation between Socrates and Glauco, where they talk about prisoners. They live their whole life inside a cave, chained up to the wall, only seeing shadows and echoes, until one day, one of them leaves and sees the world outside. Today, we are speaking about Martin inside the Allegory. I hope you like it. For this work, I assumed the cave as a whole to Martin. The prisoners are the clients, and the one that escapes is a marketeer. This will be important for you to understand the points that I will talk about. Point 1. The cave as a whole to Martin. This one is the introduction and the conclusion. All the points that I will speak help this one to develop. We need to understand that the cave and the outside of it is Martin. You will understand it further. Point 2. Shadows and echoes. For me, the shadows and echoes are the strategies used by the marketeers to build the reality that the prisoners or the clients live in. Nowadays we see a lot of them, and in my allegory are the shadows and are the echoes represent the strategy used by marketeers. Point 3. Chains. As you know, the prisoners are handcuffed with chains to the wall, and this relates to digital marketing and to the nowadays addiction to technology. If the shadows and echoes are the strategies used by marketeers, the chains is what makes them see them, is where it occurs. The chains represent our cell phones, our computers, and in digital marketing, the strategies are just inflicted to us easily and without noticing. Point 4. Perception and thoughts of the prisoners. The prisoners, when they see the shadows, they think about it and they have perception based only in what they know. They assume what they see, but they don't know what really is. They just think about it. And nowadays, as a marketeer, we cannot base ourselves in our own knowledge. We need to see data. We need to do statistics. We need to be sure. We need to look at it. We cannot just assume based in what we see and what we know. Point 5. The pre-escape. When the prisoner leaves and they let him go, he is like a student that starts studying marketing. He starts to understand what causes the shadows and the echoes. He starts to understand the strategies. Now, he understands what causes the shadows and the echoes, and he's turning to a marketeer, starting to study it. Point 6. The escape. The marketeer, they feels the urge to see more things, to learn more, to know more tactics, to know more strategies. The prisoner, or the marketeer in this case, needs to escape. He needs to learn more. When he faces a challenge, he needs to see new ways, new strategies, new tactics. Point 7. The outside world and the sun, that means hope. The marketeer lives. He sees a new reality. Everything is new. He sees new strategies. He needs to innovate. He needs to be critic and judge what he sees. Judge the quality of the new strategies. Think about the new strategy. Innovate. The outside world means everything. Now he sees everything new. He has a new reality. He knows new things. He can innovate. He can change what he already does. Point 8. The return and teamwork. The prisoner gets happy that he's outside and he can see a lot of things. But Socrates thinks about, wouldn't he be sorry for the other prisoners? And he is. He comes back for teamwork, for the look, for the diversity, for the look of changing, of talking with another people, seeing another opinions. Teamwork is really important for marketeers. The brainstorming, everything can help you. And the prisoner knows it as well. He comes back to speak with the other prisoners and think about what he learned and what he saw outside. Point 9. The return. What the other prisoners assume. When the marketeer comes back to inside the cave, he cannot see nothing, because outside was sun and inside is dark. So he cannot distinguish the shadows. And the other prisoners just assume that outside is bad and now we cannot see. Nowadays, we see clients having one bad experience and just assuming that story is bad. Nowadays we need trust, and this directly relates with the next point. Point 10. CRM and debate. The marketeer comes back to debate with them, and as we know, they assume bad things. But what if the relationship marketing, or CRM, was good? If they had trust and relation between them, they will not assume bad things. And nowadays is what we need. Nowadays companies need to be customer-centric, and they need to build relationship and trust with their clients. So, if they have one flaw, the clients will trust them and will come back. I am Plato from 2021, and thanks a lot for being here. I hope you know the relationship between marketing and the allegory of the cave. And acho que vamos ter que gravar outra vez. Point 9. The return, but what the other prisoners assume. Nowadays, he sees the